I'm playing No Man's Sky. Anyways, welcome to JD's Journeys. My name is JD, and I'm kind of talking about No Man's Sky today, but it has a lot more to do with world building. As you saw with the video at the beginning, the planet's name is Ariadne 2. I actually renamed the planets in this system after Ariadne. So it's the Ariadne system. So the first planet that I landed on, or that I started on actually, I renamed Ariadne 2 for no good reason. I don't know why I did number 2. Actually, I forgot which planet I was on first. The other two planets are Ariadne 1 and Ariadne 3. I spent a lot of time on number 3 though. I'll tell you a bit about them in a moment. But first, what does No Man's Sky have to do with writing and world building? Well, actually a lot, especially world building, because every planet that you explore is totally unique. They have very interesting landscapes, they have different animals, different plants, and different climates. And I'll tell you a bit about that, of course. However, I find that going to these different planets and discovering all these things is very inspirational to me. It makes me think about the world that I am creating for Ariadne and what I could do, what the potential is to have interesting landscapes, animals, and plants. So today I spent some time on Ariadne 2, which was the planet I started on. It's not a very hospitable planet at all. And I will show you a little video a little bit later about an animal that I saw there. However, this planet is quite hot. And by hot, I would say it's like Arabian desert hot in the hottest days that they ever have. And it's not a comfortable place to be. The landscape is somewhat desolate. A lot of rocks, a lot of dirt, some plants and some animals, although I did find a huge number of animals all in one place, and some of them are a bit aggressive. The second planet I went to, which I named Ariadne 1, is also kind of desolate. There are no animals. There's no water. There's pretty much nothing but, well, plants. There are plants. The temperature is okay, but it's a toxic world. But the landscape, I can't really remember because I haven't played that in a few days, but it's also not the prettiest looking planet. And then there's Ariadne 3. This is totally different. I don't need any protective suit for this world. It's hospitable. Good temperature, although it does get cold, really cold at night. Daytime is reasonably warm. It's called a humid planet. It has lakes, so there is plenty of water there. I have gone swimming, and the scenery is actually quite beautiful on this planet. So much pink grass, and yeah, it looks great. The animals can be pretty interesting. On one planet, there can be a couple of animals that are somewhat similar. So it's like we've seen the results of evolution happening on that planet. And some of them are very docile. You can approach them easily. Others will attack you, like this spider-like thing that keeps on attacking me. But on Ariadne 2, this planet has some big animals. And I'll show you a video right now. Sorry about the lack of sound. I was recording with my phone and I had headphones on, so you can't really hear anything. But I just want to show you the animal in motion. So it's very interesting looking at all the animals. There are some big ones, there are some small ones. I've encountered fish, I've encountered birds. I haven't been able to catalog the birds because they're too high up for my scanner to actually scan them. Somehow I will get them. And Ariadne 2, I believe, has 8 species I need to find. Ariadne 1 has no species at all. And Ariadne 3 has 9 species. I've discovered 7 of them, so I just need 2 more. As for plant life, well, plants are very important, of course. When you're developing a world, you want there to be plants. Well, you need atmosphere, you need to breathe, right? So on these planets, all three of them have plants, but none of them really have forests. Although the third planet I visited, it calls rainforests, but they're nothing like we've seen here on Earth. They're not very dense at all. It's mostly fields with a few of these plants. They don't look like trees at all. Well, I guess some of them do look like trees, but there are others that look like giant fronds, like great big leaf just jutting into the sky. So in the end, I'm actually getting a lot of ideas from No Man's Sky. The game itself is being criticized a lot because it's not exactly what people thought it was going to be as it was advertised. But I'm not disappointed. I'm seeing exactly what I expected. The chance to explore. And I have been exploring. And the 3 worlds I've visited so far have been quite interesting, but I have seen gameplay from other players on YouTube that have shown some really bizarre worlds. And I'm looking forward to discovering some very interesting planets. Something I'm going to be doing on my blog is cataloging all of the planets, the landscapes, the animals. I'm going to put those on my blog. And I'm going to be basically describing what these worlds are like, just in case someone wants to see pictures of them. It's fairly popular. So if you would like to see some of that, I'd like you to comment in the comment section below if you'd like to see a lot of that. Also, I am hoping sometime in the future to be able to put gameplay up on YouTube. However, that's not going to be soon. As for my world of Ariadne, I'm going to be doing a lot of sketches about the landscapes and the animals and plants, and I'm going to put them up on my main website, which I will link below. However, they're not going to be up right away. That's going to take a little bit of time once I have some privacy. Other things I will write about are countries, cultures, and cities and towns, and things like that. No Man's Sky is just being very inspirational for me. So I'm really excited to work on developing Ariadne further. So, do you have anything to say about this? Please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Also, if you liked this video, please click on thumbs up and, of course, subscribe. So thank you for joining me on this journey to No Man's Sky. See you in the next video.